Hello guys and welcome back to PC Tech Stream. In this DNS tutorial, we are ready to install a new secondary DNS server simply because we need to create a standard secondary zone read-only copy of this master database. Okay, let's go to the new DNS server computer and start the new DNS role. Now we are back in this new server computer and the name is Tech Streaming and the IP is 2020.2073. So before we install DNS in this computer, we have to make sure that these settings are correct. So let's go to the sharing center, adapter settings, right click and go to properties. Here we are going to select IPv4, then properties. You can see that I have an IP address of 2020.2073, a 255 subnet mask, the default gateway, and the 2 DNS. So the 127.0.0.1 is the same as this 73 IP address. So the preferred DNS is the DNS server who is holding the master database. Just remember about this, okay? So let's go back by clicking on cancel. And now we just need to check this computer name. Let's go to start, computer, properties, system settings, computer name. In full computer name, we can see that we have Tech Streaming, but we don't have the DNS zone. Listen up, guys. Just because this computer is part of this work group, we have to set up the suffix manually. But if we take this computer and join a domain, everything is gonna be done automatically. So in this case, just because we are not part of any domain, we have to click on change and set it up manually. Right in here, you can see that this computer is part of this work group, but it doesn't belong to any domain. So let's go and click on more. Let me go ahead and type in the primary zone. Remember that this is gonna be the primary DNS suffix of this computer, and then we click OK. Once again, we click OK. Now we need to restart this new server computer to get the new settings. So let's go and click OK, close and restart now. Okay guys, we are back in this new server computer. But before, we set up the DNS in this computer, we have to recheck once again and make sure that everything is in place. There is a famous saying in English, measure twice and cut once. So let's go and check it out. Let me click over Start, Computer, Properties, System settings, computer name. In full computer name, remember that this is the fully qualified domain name. So now we have the new name, which is gonna be techstreaming.pctechstream.com. So let's go and cancel this and start, the DNS installation from the server manager. You see that this DNS doesn't have any role. This time we are going to install DNS in this server computer, but I'm not gonna get into details because guys, remember that we went through the installation in the previous video. So let's go and click on add role, real quick. In the before you begin, read this information carefully and click on next. Check the DNS server box and click on next. Read a little bit more about domain name system and click on next. Finally, we click on install. Let me go ahead and close the installation results. Nice. You can see that this server computer got the new DNS role. So let me open it up so you can see the name. Remember that this is the text streaming computer. So let me close the server manager. Let's go over Start, Administrative Tools, DNS. In DNS, we are going to open this server computer and see what we have in forward lookup zones. You can see that we do not have anything. In reverse lookup zones, it is empty. So let's go back to this DNS, right click, and this is what we are going to do. We just need to connect to the primary DNS server. Okay, remember that the primary one was IT Systems Admin. So let's go and connect to that one by clicking on Connect. Then we are going to select the following DNS server computer and click OK. Great! Now you can see that I have my primary and secondary DNS servers. Let me open it up and make sure that I have all my records. Okay, for the forward lookup zones, let me go to pctechstream.com. Excellent, you can see that I have all my records, and for reverse lookup zones, very good, I got all my PTR records. Next, we are going to create the new standard secondary zone read-only copy from the master database. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to take all the forwards and reverse lookup zones records and put it into this new server computer. So it is pretty simple, just taking information from this DNS server to this one. So let's go and see how can we do this. First, let's go and click in the forward lookup zones in the new DNS server computer. Okay, you can see that I do not have any records, okay? All the records are over here in the pctechstream.com zone. So let's go back, right click, click on new zone. In the welcome, we are going to click next. Right over here, we are going to select the secondary zone and then we click on next. In zone name, we have pctechstream.com. Just remember that the zone name is not the name of this DNS server. So keep it in mind. Let's go and click on next. In this part of the installation, we need to specify the master DNS server computer. Remember that this computer got all the DNS records in a zone. So let's go and specify the IP address. After this IP address is validated, we are gonna get the fully qualified domain name. In this case, we have itsystemadmin.pctechstream.com. Then we are going to click next. And we are ready to finish this new zone. But before I click on finish, let's go and see what are gonna be the new settings for this new zone. As you can see, we got pctechstream.com. The type is gonna be secondary. The lookup type is gonna be forward, and the file name is gonna be pctechstream.com.dns. Now we can click on finish. Alright, so let me open this new zone and make sure that we transfer all the DNS record from the master or from the primary DNS to the secondary one. So let me open it up and click on pctechstream.com, and the new zone is not even here. So what is going on over here? Let me click on refresh. Nothing happened. Let me go right over here. Right click over the new zone and transfer from the master. Nothing happened. Okay guys, listen up. You just don't get intimidated by this error message. This is gonna happen to you sometimes, and that is okay, because the transfer from the primary to the secondary is gonna take some time. So we are gonna keep trying to get it back. Okay, so let me click on refresh one more time. Nothing happened. Let me go and transfer a new copy of zone from master. Nothing is happening. Okay guys, let's go and try something else. Let me open this master database. Click on properties. And then we go to the zone transfers. Right in here, you can see that we got allow zone transfers, but only to servers list on the name servers tab. So let me click on these name servers. As you can see, we got a problem. You know why? Because I don't see the new DNS server IP address. Only the primary is in here. So let's go and add it up. First, we just need to type in the server fully qualified domain name. So you already know that this is gonna be techstreaming.pctechstream.com, which is gonna be the secondary DNS server. And we click on resolve. Okay, if you see this red error, that is okay. We just need to click OK. And now you can see that we have the new IP address. Let me prove that to you, because I know that you cannot see the IP address, but right now you can see it. If you look at the end, you can see the 2020-2073. Okay, let me click on apply and then we click OK. Perfect. Now let me refresh. Let me go back to the new one. Transfers from the master. Okay, let's see what is gonna happen now when we click OK, because this is going crazy right now. Okay, let's go. Nothing is gonna happen. Let's see. Wow, this is wonderful. Okay guys, let's go and see if we really have the latest records in this new zone. This is gonna be easy. We just need to look at this number. In this case, we have the 29. Then we are gonna go back and check the master database, and we have to see the same number. So let's go and click on here. This is okay. You can see that we have the same 29. Let me go back, and we got 29. So everything is in place and everything is up to date. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching my videos, and don't forget to check my website pctechstream.com and be ready for the next DNS videos, because we have a lot of stuff to cover in this DNS tutorial. So see you in the next video.